Hello, hello, what's going on? This is Brian, your host from the Basement of Love. You should be hearing some improved audio quality right over here. I bought myself a new mic along with some nice headphones. They're pretty cool. Got them from Menards, of all places. If anybody here knows where Menards is or has a Menards Bayou, I'm assuming most of the people that are hearing this are probably located in the Midwest. That would be based upon some of the analytics I've been looking at. But if you don't have a Menards Bayou, I don't know where you would find these headphones or this mic. I think it's the brand name is like. Let me look at it. Geez, I got the box right here. It's Extreme Tech, and I've bought a couple things from them before. I mean, it's not like they're a sponsor or anything like that. I'm just amazed with their quality for the low price. So yeah, get yours today. No. So anyways, yeah, I'm just here to BS about the stuff from last night concerning the wrestling. This report will include AEW Dark as well as your typical Monday Night Raw, which hasn't been so typical lately. They've been putting on some pretty good shows for the most part. Anyways, let's see. Let's blow through this Dark Elevation BS a little bit. They boasted 9 matches the other night. Started at 6 o'clock or so Central Time. I think it ran probably about until 20 to 7. Again, Central Time. This is for the date of, what was yesterday? The 15th? Today's the 16th. So you're getting this report on Tuesday if you're listening to it like right when it comes out. I'll be putting this out in the afternoon. First match was Tony Nese First match was Tony Nese and Josh Woods. Oh, you know what? Wait, before I even get started with that, just hello to all you subscribers, new and old. Hello to the new subscribers, particularly. The numbers have been increasing. I've been appreciative of that. That's very cool, and hope you like the content. That goes for the new, or that goes for the old subscribers as well as the new subscribers. And likewise, I want to say a special hello to the Swerve Show and Wrestling Forever 93. I had some cool correspondence with them a couple days ago concerning a little video that we were all watching and stuff like that. So that was a good time. I like that interaction, and hopefully we can do it again sometime soon. But you should check out, if you're not checking them out already, you should check out Wrestling Forever 93 and the Swerve Show on the YouTube. And I think you could also find the Swerve Show. As a matter of fact, I'm sure you can find the Swerve Show on Twitter. So look for them. Actually, I'm on Twitter as well, but you won't find me under the Basement of Love headline as of yet. So whichever. Anyways, Twitter's kind of a cesspool. Anyways, I don't know why anybody would want to really hang around there too much. There are some good people, but by and large, I mean, it's basically just a tool site. You know, just basically, trying to divide and conquer everybody and stuff, and keep everybody politicized, and just basically use you. Use you in your precious time and resources and such. But anyways, first match for this AEW Dark was Tony Nese and Josh Woods coming out as a tag team versus these two scrubs from the Twin Cities. They're local guys. They got a big pop from the crowd. You got Excalibur on commentary along with Daddy Magic, if that's I forget what his name is. He's one of the Jericho guys. And he's actually pretty entertaining on the mic, on commentary and color. Much better than Eddie Kingston is. Eddie Kingston and I think it was Tony Schiavone that would usually get into it or whatever else, but I mean they were not like particularly. I found Eddie Kingston to be kind of overbearing. Let's just say not very entertaining whatsoever. That's just me. So this Excalibur and this Daddy Magic. This Daddy Magic kind of talks like this. He's got like an accent. He's got like this one of these New Jersey kind of things. Likewise, I got like one of these Chicago things. One of these Midwestern accents that I'm talking with right now. But anyhow, the red tights, black blue insignia. Oh yeah, the one of the local guys had some cool looking tights. I thought they're very Chris Benoit looking tights. Very nice design. That's the best thing I could say about this match, really. I was wondering if this Daddy Magic's voice was a put on, kind of like the voice that I just put on, like this, where you're talking like that, If you got a little bit of Italian in there, So the match was slightly competitive, but it's a Tony Nese Josh Woods match. I mean, big deal. So match number 2, we go on to an 8-man match. You got the Dark Order versus the Soup Line. I called them the Soup Line, the Scrubs, because these guys are just basically nameless, or I don't remember their names. One guy has a tan on top of his body, on the top, and his legs are like fishy white. So whatever. The one good thing that came out of this match was the finishing move that the Dark Order placed. They had like a pendulum. I guess they called it the pendulum. And they picked up this guy that looks like one of the Moondogs meets Boogie Woogie Jimmy Valiant in his kind of like younger days. Kind of a thin guy with like checkered tights. But they've got two guys to either side of him, and they pick up this guy, and then the little guy, the one from the Dark Order with the little muscles, he kind of pushed the guy up, by his legs, so they went topsy-turvy. He turned over and went splat. So it's got to be something. I can't adequately describe it at this point. But whatever. That was what it was. Third match has Serena Deeb, who I have a great amount of respect for. Technically speaking, wrestling-wise and stuff, and she's taking on Sierra. And it's kind of funny. She had kind of like this nervous baby face energy, and she actually waved at Serena Deeb. Or she waved at somebody, I don't know, but got a little chuckle out of me, and I think even Serena was like chuckling. This Sierra, I think that's her name, or Sierra, Sierra. She kind of like wrestled like it was her first match, and she was excited to be out there or something. And she's like, "Hey, this wrestling is like easier than I thought." I don't know. It's just kind of this kind of air that she put about her. I found it amusing, and there's something more that can be done with her. There's something to be said for like a bashful baby face that is kind of like learning wrestling for the first time, and if that's what's going on over here, it's a good gimmick. It's good character too to have. Like there's legitimacy behind it, I guess. I like Serena Deeb's finishing move. I guess it's like a detox or whatever else. It's like a flapjack face front pile driver, and then she puts on the Serenity lock for the win. Seniority. Oh brother. Fourth match, you've got Takashita. I think that's how you pronounce it. I forget. I always forget. Takashita, or I don't know. Versus Wingman Cesar Bononi. And you could do more with the Caesar stuff. He's a bigger guy. He's got size. He's got a certain amount of menace behind him, and he has a modicum of wrestling ability and some skills. And anyways, you could do more with him. And Takeshita is getting the reaction, and the crowd loves him. And what's not to love? He's a charismatic Japanese babyface, and he could be this next generation's Rick Steamboat once he starts doing promos and stuff like that. And I don't know, just very, very good. Good action, good match, good showing by Cesar. He's kind of in the creator wrestler mode with the tights right now, just kind of like with the look. The Cesar needs a little bit more of a look, maybe even distance himself away from these wingmen, because they're not going to do you any good. Not to say that they were out there. He actually, now that I think about it, they weren't out, for support or nothing like that. But if he's still affiliated with the group, he should turn in his membership card and get away from him. Fifth match, you had Julia Hart taking on Free Range Kara, whatever that means. Julia Hart looks good and cute and yet menacing in her new House of Black gear. It looks good. Kara looks like the Wendy's girl, like from the burger joint and stuff like that. All she's missing is like the pigtails and stuff. She looks like Wendy. There's some strange offense. Slow with power kicks that aren't powerful. Yeah, who's dishing that out? I forget. The ref was doing some nutty stuff in here too. I didn't really take the most detailed notes or whatever else. It's just kind of jotting stuff down. Good finisher, good heel warfare. She's getting into it. That's in reference to Julia. She's getting more into character, although, again, with somebody with her limited experience, I don't know exactly why she should be heel in the first place, unless she's like completely like possessed like a Michael Myers type or whatever else, like some demon has like taken over her soul or whatever else and completely corrupted it, and now she's just like, that might be the gimmick for Julia Hart. You should maybe just like beat her down and just like leave her laying or whatever else, and then she just keeps getting up like you can't stop her. I don't know. I'm just spitballing over here. It's a House of Black kind of gimmick. Who can say what's supernatural and what isn't? But this Julia Hart, yeah, she looks good in her role. Let's just put it like that. Even though I don't think it's necessarily the best role for her. Number 6, the sixth matchup of the night here for Dark is or Elevation, whatever it is. Private Party against another black team. Are they faces? Private Party. That's in reference to that. Are they faces? Their behavior would indicate that they're faces and baby faces. That is. Except I think that they're still affiliated with it, Andrade and Rush. So I don't know. But anyways, the other black team was JC and JDX. Okay. The match even had a black referee. It's like, are we in the heart of Chicago? Is a dumb little note that I left. Stupid high risk tag move. Oh, they had a dumb. There was a high risk move where one of the private party had the guy like over his knees. Again, this is one of those things you got to kind of see. He was draped over the opponent was draped over the middle rope while being supported by one of the private party on his back and knees, and the other guy, the other private party member, came off the top rope with like a, I don't know if it was like a leg drop or like a knee drop or something like that, but he landed right on his partner's knees, and he kind of shocked him like he had kind of like a WTF moment. And I thought that looked kind of stupid. You could seriously injure somebody like that. Match number 7 had Penelope Ford come out. She's been back, first time in a long time, versus Heather Reckless. They kind of have, both of them have matching gear. It's not like they're tag partners or anything like that. But I'm surprised you don't have more feuds like that between women where it's like, oh, you're wearing the same thing I am, I'm going to kill you. And basically they're both wearing red and black. And something looks off with Penelope Ford, not so much in the way that she wrestles, but her hair. She kind of looks like got a kind of like a Silver Sable kind of thing going on with her hair instead of like blonde. So she changed hair color, whatever. Kip Sabian is still doing that box gimmick. If it is in fact Kip Sabian or Sabian on the outside, he wears the same blue blazer kind of thing with a box over his head with eye holes cut out. And what a crappy gimmick, you know. I don't get it. So, but he's been sitting in the crowd at each show with a box on his head for some damn reason, and I'm wondering if there's a payoff to this thing. I wonder if he's going to go after Miro. I wonder if that's the idea, because I think the last time he was actually seen was Miro was acting the heel, and he was I guess best buddies with this Kip Sabian, and he got upset with something, and he basically put him out of wrestling, and he hasn't been seen since, except with the box over his head. Anyways, it's time to unbox him. Anyways, 8th match, you had Penelope Ford basically, what did she win with? Penelope Ford won with the finishing move. I mean, what are you going to do? She didn't do her splits, though. I found that kind of peculiar. She didn't do her splits. 8th match was the Acclaimed taking on this guy, Fowler, and then JT Energy, who didn't look very energetic in the match. The Acclaimed had some sort of anti-Trump thing in one of their raps or whatever else, or something about him getting raided or whatever else, and how daring to say such a thing, when you're in the heart of Minnesota. But whatever. The Acclaimed, let's see, what's that one guy's name? The guy with the raps. Anyways, he has a good mic drop, good flying elbow. They won the match, of course, and I don't like the hand kissing or the pelvic thrusts or whatever else. It's just not my thing. And this Acclaimed, I can't dismiss their talents, but I don't like the shenanigans. That's just me. Last match of the night looked to be the best match, and then it went I think about 2 minutes or so. It was a trios match. You had Thunder Rosa and what's her name? Toni Storm teaming together as Thunderstorm, and they were hooked up with Hikaru Shida, and they were taking on Niles Rose, Schaefer, and Sakura. And the Sakura, Emi Sakura, she had this dude over here with her like an aide or I don't know, a valet, or you kind of look like Dweezil Zappa, if you know who Dweezil Zappa is. Match was quick, didn't he? I don't even think it went 2 minutes. I think Thunderstorm. I don't know if it was Toni Storm. Maybe it was Toni Storm that beat Shafir in 2 minutes or whatever else. But Thunder Rosa didn't even get a chance to wrestle in the ring. They had a little skirmish on the outside. So you've got 8 matches with I don't know, some talent or whatever else. But here you've got this main event kind of match. I wouldn't call it a main event, but I mean it's basically the main event to dark, and it went 2 minutes. To me, that's a bunch of bullshit. Should have had more given the abundance of talent on one side of the ring at least. I can't say enough good things about Thunder Rosa. You've got Toni Storm and Hikaru Shida, who are very good in the ring, and then you've got Shafir on the other side. The other two I want nothing to do with really. But this reminds me of stuff that I used to remember from watching NWA on CBS back in the day, around the mid to late 80s. It's you would watch 2 hours of a show and hear a bunch of promos, sandwiched around, basically like squash matches, more or less. And then they would like talk about a match like, a main event wrestler A versus main event wrestler B, and they'd give them like 5 minutes at the end of the show, and then either was Shivani or David Crockett would go on about to say, "Oh, fans are out of time." So I just got through watching an hour and a half or hour and 45 minutes of like nonsensical squash matches with promos advertising what time you're going to be in, and then you give me like a 5-minute main event. And to me, that was kind of like almost counterproductive to organize a show like that. It's like, okay, so you're going to screw me out of seeing what something I want to see, like a good match. You're not seeing enough of it, and you're trying to promote your arena shows like that. Like it's like, oh, okay, so I want to pay to see. I don't know. It just didn't gel with me. Didn't work with me as watching as a young fan. Like I said, it was kind of like a mixed message or whatever else. It's like, why should I go to an arena and pay for a product that's going to upset me? Like, I'm going to watch a series of 5-minute main event matches. No thanks. I want more for my money. So then we'll flip over to Raw really quick here. Again, from August the 15th, which was yesterday, Monday, the show went your typical 3 hours. They had a new musical opening, I guess, for Raw. I guess it was new. I've never seen it before. So they got to the musical opening, and they had fireworks and bombs going off. And they're in Washington, D.C., of all places. So they had a Judgment Day promo. They got the opening. Ray's bragging, Finn too, along with Damien, etc., etc. They're teasing. No, they're actually going to have Edge versus Damien for next week. They're going to be in Toronto. So this is Edge's first match in Toronto in quite a long time. So Ray Jr. attacks, and Ray's not going to get hit because she's a woman, and she's baiting him, and Ray's just too much of a gentleman to take a swipe at her with a chair. And what they got to do one of two things. They got to get a woman incorporated in this whole thing, somebody that can beat up on Rhea, or they got to Dominic or somebody. It's like this. It's like if you're going to get in the ring and you're going to commit violence against, as a woman, if you're going to commit violence against, what I might have to say might be controversial, but hell, if you're a woman and you're perpetuating violence against a man, then you should be expected to receive a little bit of violence, being that men shouldn't necessarily be hitting. Well, let's put it this way. Men shouldn't be hitting women, and women shouldn't be hitting men. But if you want to cross that line, even in pro wrestling, it's like if a woman wants to play with the man should treat the woman like a man in that regard. But I've got more notations over here. They need a woman to battle Rhea, or they need to, quote-unquote, treat her like a man. They destroy Ray, and the numbers are too great. We go on to an NXT live promo, and they got Heatwave on later on tonight, which I'm actually kind of looking forward to. I want to see that, what's that match there? With Mandy Rose up against Zoe Starks, who I would like to see become the NXT champion. I got a feeling that Mandy and her Toxic Attraction are going to be heading over to SmackDown soon, but that's just, what's the word I'm looking for, the simple word? That's just not a hypothesis. That's just a suspicion that I have. We'll see what happens. That's all you can say. We'll see what happens. The first match of the night was Asuka and Alexa Bliss versus Nikki Ash and Doudrop Niven. Or she's still going by Doudrop. They're supposed to both be getting image changes right now. Nikki Ash and Doudrop. Name changes and image changes, I think. But this is part of that tag tournament with the women to fill the vacancy of the women's belts. Bianca is out for this one too, in support of Asuka and Alexa Bliss. They're going to be teaming together at this castle of the whatever, the little pay-per-view events. I still call them pay-per-views. There was a miscue and a mistimed Doudrop commercial. There was a miscue, mistimed stuff with Doudrop in there. Commercial, typical match template. Boom, 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 and then somebody gets sent to the outside, and then they went to commercial. And they had some sort of silly commercial from somebody I won't even mention, but here they are. They're showing everybody being all active and just like enjoying life and going to concerts or going to clubs and restaurants and enjoying sporting events and this and that, and nobody's wearing any masks or whatever else. And then they're saying, stay safe and all this kind of stuff. It's like a left-handed kind of thing. I don't know. It just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know. I'm not able to necessarily formulate opinions as I'm just like talking on the road right now. And plus, to be perfectly honest, while I do enjoy the new microphone headphone setup that I have over here, wearing the headsets and talking at the same time is kind of odd. I'm still getting used to it. But anyway, so the powerhouse of the team, this Dewdrop, this Melissa McCarthy looking like, what's the name of the girl from the, not The Hangover, but, she was in a movie with John Cena, and John Cena basically stole her movie. She's this female comedian, blonde hair, I forget her name. She was dating Dolph Ziggler for a little bit, too, or she had some madcap sex with him or something. For the life of me, but she's kind of like a little Miss Piggy type, too. That's who I was thinking of. Anyways, I've wavered. So, Asuka taps out Dewdrop with an arm lock. A vicious-looking arm lock will look pretty decent. Winners of the tag match, so Alexa and Asuka go on, probably most likely to battle a heel team. In the meantime, from last week Friday, Raquel and Aaliyah have moved on to the future match here. So I don't remember who they're going to take on. So Theory is back, and he's confronted by Ziggler in the back. Everybody's using this headbutt. Oh, you know what? That's what I see on the show. In wrestling a lot nowadays, it seems. Everybody's headbutting everybody, except when people are getting headbutted, people are headbutting the shoulders instead of their heads. It looks kind of stupid, and it's being overused, and it's just, I don't know, just very, very bad so far as I'm concerned. There was a skirmish in the back, and somebody like shown some sort of hand somewhere, like it was waving, or I don't know, somebody did something notable that I had somehow overlooked. So we're already around, let's see, yeah, Ziggler, Theory, Brawl, blah, blah, blah. They show some Lashley, or as I call him, Bobby Ashley, Ciampa footage from last week, Miz Ciampa promo. This is awesome. You know, basically, Miz gave Ciampa like a not a Pokemon card, but like a commemorative card, or I don't know, maybe you gave him he didn't give him no NFT. It's not computer related, but whatever else. They had like a encased like gift card or something like that. They were wearing gift cards around their necks. But they do have nice ring gear, nice kind of like neon green gear that come like straight from the early 90s. I appreciate that. The early 90s WCW. So match number 2, you've got Miz and Ciampa taking on Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali, who are now comprised as a team. And Mustafa Ali is trying to get some of that babyface shine, and he's talking about how it's a new era, backstage to Cedric Alexander. And so the Cedric Alexander, he's married to Big Swole, and I have a note here. Where has Big Swole been anyway? Is she being blackballed in the wrestling business? I haven't heard nothing from her since like New Year's Eve when she was bad-mouthing Tony Khan in AEW, basically saying that they're more or less the racists. So, I mean, all you have to do is look up and down the card. AEW is a lot of things, but I don't think that they're racist. So that's kind of stupid. Anybody who thinks that, by the way, is kind of a short, several brain cells, let alone a brain. So you've got a commercial after this drop kick to the mush. Mustafa is trying his darndest to pump up the crowd and get some babyface heat going there, or babyface, not plaudits. He's trying to get some babyface attention, and I don't know, it's not quite going over. But you've got some impressive moves from this Ali and Ciampa, and it's a good tag match. Miz received a bloody nose somewhere, and he looks pissed. I suppose I'd be pissed if my nose got hit or broken or something, but there was a good spot near the end of the match where Ciampa drop kicked Ali, who was coming in with like some sort of flip, and he was doing like a moonsault kind of flip or whatever else, or he was getting ready to do a splash, I don't know what, coming off the ropes, and then Ciampa just like drop kicked him like right in the midair, and it wasn't quite 100% on perfect, but it looked good. It still looked good. So there's an update on Ezekiel, who got beat the hell out of by Owens like last week, and so they show Ezekiel's family all bedside, and let's send our prayers out to Ezekiel. Hope he heals up well and gets his revenge against Kevin Owens, maybe at the next pay-per-view. Who knows? But so you got this Drew McIntyre comes out. There's some sort of shenanigans going on in the back, like a fire extinguisher went off or something. Maybe it's Dexter Lumis out. Oh, I'll get to that Dexter Lumis stuff in a second. But there's some backstage shenanigans going on, like I was telling you about. There's this hand that mysterious hand that had like shown up out of nowhere that somehow I had missed. I heard about it later. But and then you've got this fire extinguisher thing going off, I guess. So you show some of this WrestleMania Hollywood footage. They had this is like a little promo. You had Snoop Dogg looking high as all hell, doing this WrestleMania Hollywood footage promo, and let's see. Oh, so Drew's on Raw. He's got an inspired promo going on, and he's talking about this back injury angle where he's been carrying people for 3 years, and he's carrying a load. And out comes Kevin Owens. He looks slimmer in the black that he's wearing. Another good promo. Kevin Owens. He's challenging Drew McIntyre. They're going back and forth, and they're it felt hard. It was heartfelt. Both of them. Basically, and it's like, let's wrestle. And I mean, it was good stuff. And so they have their match. Good back and forth. It was impactful until the Usos interfered. And Owen looks pissed, but he's like, your boy Roman owes me, basically. I guess that's in regards to Owens softening up Drew so that now he's easy pickings for Roman Reigns when he decides to wrestle. Then they went on to a Seth Rollins promo. Matt Riddle's mic'd up in the back. Oh, it was Seth Rollins is saying he's mic'd up in his mom's basement and cutting a promo. And, Seth Rollins goes on to mock him. And then, let's see, Seth old school macho. Oh, yeah, Seth is wearing these old school Macho Man glasses from like 1985. It's kind of nice. And Riddle has the Riddler's colors, green and purple. And Corey's dressed like a 70s sportscaster. There was a point where he got up out of his seat for something. Somebody was, maybe when he was, maybe this whole Dexter Lumis thing during the AJ Styles Bobby Ashley match. But yeah, I don't know who was dressing Corey, but Corey Feldman. What's his name? Corey. God, I always forget that guy's name. So, anyways, I don't know. They were having this. This brawl. Seth and what's his name? Riddle were having this brawl, and they went into the crowd. And what happened to COVID? Or maybe I shouldn't mention it like that. What happened to the sickness that everybody was, afraid of and stuff like that? People are like far closer. Except if you're at a Sasha Banks show. You got to stand like about a mile and a half away from her and pay $130 just to basically pay pay for the air that you're breathing around her. But they, so they are putting over the U.S. belt again this week. And later on in the night, you're going to have a Bobby Ashley versus AJ Styles match. Fourth match right after the Seth Rollins brawl with what's his name, Riddle. You had Veer Mahan. They're calling him Veer Mahan now versus like some guy that looked like an AEW reject. I don't recall his name, nor I don't believe was one given. But Veer's not here to play. Nice corner splash and flying moves, lots of intensity, but fans don't care. I like the black referee in this match. She's a good-looking woman. I forget who she's married to, but she's married to somebody in the business. And she's another one who leaves these scandalous Twitter promos that leave people divided. I don't know. But I just took note of her because she's a beautiful woman. Exterior-wise, she's a good-looking woman. Anyways, this Veer Mahan's probably going to get a push for the U.S. title. I see that happening sometime down the road. The Sarah Schreiber, speaking of hot women, Sarah Schreiber is in the back, and she's letting her hair down. She's got this ratty blonde kind of look. She probably has some extensions in there, too. I'm not quite sure. She's got this puffy red kind of thing that she's wearing around her shoulders. Looking good, though. And she's interviewing Dakota Guy and the girls. And they run into Dana Brooke in the back. And, Dakota, rather, she's trying to play some mind games with Dana. And, basically like, hey, you're going to be all right for later? Just, I don't know. And this, I thought it was a pity. There was no Io Sky from, like, last week. Where she basically said, I don't like you. I'm telling you, that's a t-shirt that's going to outsell Austin 316 if they decide to print it. So fifth match, they go on to the U.S. title match. Sometime beforehand I was on Twitter and I said basically, it's like, watch out for Dexter Lumis during Bobby Ashley and AJ Styles. And the thing is, it's like I recognized this last week. It's like where, here's Lumis, he's fighting in the crowd at the end where AJ Styles is celebrating his win. And so you kind of figure that it's like, he's going to do the same thing this week, and a lot of people seem kind of mesmerized and surprised by that. And it's like, it's like, wow, what's he doing out there? It's like, well, he did the same thing last week for Ashley. Now people want to say, this is Dexter Lumis. He wants to get back at AJ Styles for holding him down in TNA or something like that. It's like, fool, they're not going to be, this is an example of somebody making something out of nothing. It's you're not going to have any hearkening back to any sort of. I can almost guarantee you're not going to have any hearkening back to any TNA Impact storylines in WWE in 2022. That'd be kind of silly. Why would you promote a storyline? Now I don't even know that was a storyline from like way back when, if that ever like happened, or I mean, I'll tell you what, I don't know that it happened. It was never a big deal back in the day. So why should it be a big deal now? and they weren't exactly generating any sort of ratings. So that's kind of like a lame storyline. They could do better. Bobby Ashley and AJ Styles. That match goes back and forth. Bobby Ashley gets this. It's what I would call a surprise win. I didn't expect AJ Styles to win, but the match was a conclusive ending, and I think it may have actually been the first time that Bobby Ashley and AJ Styles have met up in the ring. And then I wasn't watching TNA in the back. I don't know if they might have met up in TNA at some point. Beats me. Sixth match, Dakota Kai go up against Dana Brooke, and Dana Brooke was defeated rather easily, which is no shock. It was a brief back and forth, easy win for Dakota. Why didn't they take the 24/7 belt and destroy it once and for all? I don't know, but they didn't even. Dana Brooke was pinned as clean as a sheet. No 24/7 belt to be sold or given or nothing like that, and I don't know. It's kind of a ripoff. So Ziggler and Theory is your closing match of the night. 7 matches tonight. A lot of wrestling. So Theory with the advantage. Blah blah blah. Oh, that's where my notes end. Rather. So let's see. Yeah, Theory won a hard-fought match. It was decent. I'm not going to give you like one of these move-by-move match breakdowns or whatever else. I mean, there's other people that can do that. I'm just giving you a quick little rundown and just bullshitting. Anyways, let's see. Oh, so with their NXT tonight should be a decent show. Looks to have at least one good match on there, maybe 2. And keep enjoying the content on our Basement of Love channel right over there. I hope you all have a good day. And let's see what else. I feel like there's something else I'm forgetting to bring up, or whatever else. I got things to do. I'll let you go. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay. Take it easy. Enjoy your day. And if you know anybody that's a wrestling fan or otherwise, or just likes entertaining stuff, entertaining links and stuff, send them over to the Basement of Love. Tell them to gently caress and stroke the like button and the subscribe button, and keep signing up. Sign up multiple times, however many times you can. All right, talk to you later. Have a great day. I'll give you a holler sometime tomorrow for the NXT AEW results from tonight's Tuesday. All right, talk to you later. Bye.